Of the last couple of decades is really close.
Finally happening. Gonna put on a great show, great performance. It's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping.
If you blink, you might miss a knockout. With both fighters being at the top of the game and the pound-for-pound list, it is really hard to choose who will come out victorious. Errol Spence, though, has shown his ring generalship numerous times, and honestly, it would be a shame to discredit him of a win. Today, we will dive deep into the true reason why Errol Spence will not only win this blockbuster fight, but also dominate. This is Boxing Matrix. Enjoy this video. One significant factor that tilts the odds in Errol Spence Jr.'s favor is his remarkable size and strength advantage over Terence Crawford. As a natural welterweight, Spence possesses a solid frame built for power and endurance. Standing at an imposing height and boasting an impressive reach, Spence has the physical attributes that can pose a significant challenge for Crawford. Errol's larger frame allows him to generate greater force behind his punches, making each blow potentially more devastating. His punches carry a weight that can wear down his opponents, making it increasingly difficult for them to withstand his onslaught as the rounds progress. This power advantage not only increases his chances of landing a knockout punch, but also adds to the mental pressure on his opponents, knowing they have to be cautious at all times. In a matchup against Terence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr.'s size and strength advantage could prove pivotal in his quest to knock him out. By utilizing his physical attributes to their fullest extent, Errol will look to establish dominance in the ring and capitalize on his ability to deliver devastating blows. However, it's worth noting that boxing is a sport of surprises, and Crawford's exceptional skill set and strategy could pose a challenge that Spence has yet to encounter. We can clearly see how Spence has used his size advantage in the fight against Mikey Garcia in 2019. From the opening bell, it became evident that Spence Jr. would utilize his physical advantages to control the fight. He established his dominance by using his superior size and reach to keep Garcia at bay, effectively jabbing and landing crisp combinations.
Who's pressing who? And Mikey's looking to penetrate. What happens if he can put his hands on him? Easier said. Looks like Mikey's starting to... And that movement, and nobody's there. He's being effective. He's starting to find that. That's a punch that Mikey find openings on.
Body shot by Spence. There's the left by Spence.
Really stiff right now. He needs to move it a little bit more.
Body shot. 6 through 89 punches. Those are...
Throughout the bout, Spence Jr. kept on demonstrating his excellent ring generalship by consistently outlanding Garcia with accurate and powerful punches, effectively wearing down his smaller opponent.
Being for a very, very long stiff. He needs to move his head a little bit more. He's keeping the perfect distance. And now he's starting. And if Mikey can't land and hurt Errol.
Oh, left by Spence and then a right.
This is the Errol Spence. Stop that Errol Spence. But Mikey comes back real close, even though great counter punches off chances.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
It's always good to be cautious, but I will tell you, Mikey Garcia's got to use his feet.
As the fight progressed, Spence Jr.'s physical advantages became increasingly apparent. He displayed great stamina and durability, using his size to lean on Garcia in clinches and work effectively on the inside, with the fight eventually going to a unanimous decision victory for Spence.
Look at the total number of punches landed on
that left hand, trying to block it. You know what I mean? Spence is just dominating now. And inside, but to what effect? Because here comes Errol, man, right behind him.
Oh, left by Spence.
He looks
at the beginning of this round, guys.
It seems like he's landing there right now. Very solid stuff.
Oh, left uppercut by Spence.
He's on the chin. Yeah.
I don't know how much of these lands, and Spence is saying no guys from the lower weight class is going to come up.
And still, the IBF welterweight champion of the world.
Here we will have to say that the difference between Spence and Crawford isn't as big as the difference between him and Garcia. But the point here is that Errol has a great game plan when it comes to utilizing his size advantage. Another compelling reason why Errol Spence Jr. is poised to secure a victory over Terence Crawford lies in his unparalleled body punching ability. Spence has demonstrated time and again that he has truly mastered the art of targeting his opponent's midsection with pinpoint accuracy, inflicting serious damage and gradually wearing them down. In the case of Terence Crawford, he might find himself faced with an unrelenting onslaught of vicious body shots from Errol Spence Jr. Crawford will have to endure a relentless assault that aims to weaken him systematically, round after round. The consistent targeting of his midsection could disrupt his rhythm, restrict his mobility, and ultimately drain his stamina, making him more susceptible to Spence's power punches. The significance of effective body punching cannot be overstated. Landing impactful shots to the midsection not only causes immediate discomfort and pain, but also has cumulative effects over the course of a fight. We know Errol Spence uses his body punching technique nearly at every fight of his, but the performance that really showed his true skills was against Yordenis Ugas in 2022. Spence darted around him freely, using his excellent jab to set up shots to the body. His activity proved to be an early puzzle for Ugas, who struggled to let his hands go. A brief surge from Ugas backed up Spence late in the third round, but the early action belonged to the home state champion.
To counterpunch a jab at him. Straight to the body. There we go, body.
And Spence looking to put Ugas on his back foot.
Thrown 32 punches in this round. He's been very
Chance to land an uppercut.
well, very interesting that you said that.
Making mistakes right now. Errol Spence really said he'll throw it to the body here and then they will put it right back.
Trying to land that uppercut.
Ugas from distance looking to land the uppercut.
There's too much. And there's that right hook.
Each other for even more glory. And now, of course, coming back from the absorbing the shot. Oh, and there's a right hook to the face.
Spence dominated the fifth round, hitting Ugas early on with an uppercut before launching a barrage of powerful body punches at him. The underdog flipped the script in the following round, knocking Spence's mouthpiece with an uppercut and sending him flying into the ropes with an overhand.
And I keep saying that.
Uppercut lands for the truth arrow.
He is now at a pivotal point. He's cutting the distance. He's getting too close. He's
Sitting right in front of each other. That right hand. Spence is sending to the ropes. Yordenis Ugas, and really the first time we have into the round here. The ebb and flow. Spence is delivering some uppercuts and some left hands that are bothering Yordenis Ugas.
Spence staggered Ugas early on with a couple of big punches and then dug in at the center of the ring, throwing his full force behind his punches. Ugas's right eye swelled up quickly, which may have hindered his ability to see the punishment coming his way.
Spence able to close the distance, and now Ugas momentarily with the
Almost down in front of Spence.
back round for Errol Spence Jr.
he's dormant off that.
Looking down. That left uppercut, right hook.
The variety of punches and the variety
Showing explicitly what kind of crowd in a venue this size he is putting on by Errol Spence Jr. Uppercuts.
Spence's
Slowing his legs after he's target practice right now.
Unified welterweight champion of the world, the truth, Errol Spence.
While Errol Spence Jr.'s offensive prowess often takes the spotlight, it is crucial not to overlook his exceptional defensive skills. Spence possesses a defensive acumen that complements his offensive firepower, making him a well-rounded and formidable fighter. His defensive capabilities have the potential to frustrate Terence Crawford and create opportunities for devastating counterattacks. Crawford, known for his offensive versatility and craftiness, will undoubtedly pose a formidable challenge for Spence. However, the Texan fighter's stellar defensive skills have the potential to disrupt Crawford's rhythm and frustrate his offensive output. If Spence can effectively evade Crawford's punches and counter with precision, he can exploit openings in Crawford's defense and unleash his own devastating offensive arsenal.
You know what? That fight for Crawford is kind of tough based on his style. You can't disregard based on the guys having young youth, spirit, look like he's on his way, but not actually there yet because he haven't beat that signature name. Crawford is his gateway to superstardom.
Spence possesses a natural instinct to evade punches by smoothly bobbing and weaving, making it difficult for his opponents to land clean shots. In a highly anticipated welterweight unification bout, Spence Jr. faced the aggressive and relentless Shawn Porter, who was the reigning WBC welterweight champion. Porter's aggressive style and pressure posed a significant challenge, but Spence Jr. demonstrated exceptional defensive skills to neutralize his opponent's offense. Throughout the fight, Errol displayed his remarkable head movement, footwork, and timing to evade and slip Porter's punches by effectively utilizing lateral movement to create angles, thus making it difficult for Porter to land clean shots.
This is an incredible action fight right now. Oh, both guys landed. The crowd loves it.
Spence was doing a good job moving like that, giving him different angles. He wasn't getting caught going straight back.
Oh, it's a good left hand over the top.
Oh.
Everything's short and tight. You don't come at him. You don't come at him. On inside.
They're very effective. They're feeling them because I can see him breathing kind of heavy.
Big left by Porter. He's got to tip that body. That Porter spun him around once again. Final minute, round 6.
Errol Spence did the right thing.
Spence showed his excellent composure and patience in the face of Porter's constant pressure, rarely getting hit cleanly by Porter's blows by judging distance and range, and staying just out of reach with his footwork.
And a good right hand by Porter. You're right, Lennox. Let's it pivot turn. Porter coming right back.
The headbutt was on.
Oh, well, there's a great exchange going on right here.
Man, he perfected that exchange.
For the third time. 1 minute remaining and
Spence said that's what.
The fight went the distance, and Spence Jr. emerged victorious by split decision, thus unifying the IBF and WBC welterweight titles.
like that, and he may not get up. But Furious action continues. Durant, and he's coming back 8 in the 11th. Oh.
Errol Spence wants to get his hands out. Porter tied him up for a second. Now Errol Spence is doing some work rounds.
30 seconds left.
Porter's fighting all the way to the wire.
We saw another big right by Spence. Down to 20 seconds.
Errol Spence Jr.
His ability to neutralize Porter's attacks through his excellent head movement and angles played a crucial role in securing the win. Last, but certainly not least, one cannot overlook the relentless determination that resides within Errol Spence Jr. This unwavering will to win has been a defining characteristic throughout his career, and it could very well serve as the X factor that leads him to deliver a knockout blow against Terence Crawford.
Errol, I just want to get your response to Timothy Bradley saying that you're avoiding Terence Crawford, that everybody on the PBC side is avoiding Terence Crawford. What's your response to what he said over the weekend in an interview?
How am I avoiding him if I'm fighting in a unification fight with Shawn Porter? I mean, a top 5 welterweight, so... I mean, last time I remember, the WBC ordered me and him to fight each other, and, you know, he didn't take the fight. So, I mean, nobody's avoiding Terence Crawford. You know, there's big fish on this side, too, that, you know, I got to fry.
He enters the ring with an unshakable belief in his abilities and an unwavering commitment to victory. This mindset fuels his drive to push through adversity and overcome any challenges that come his way. Throughout his career, Spence has faced formidable opponents and encountered obstacles that would test the spirit of any fighter. Yet time and time again, he has demonstrated resilience and an ability to rise above these challenges. Whether it's fighting through injuries, weathering tough rounds, or digging deep in the late stages of a grueling bout, Spence's relentless determination shines through. When facing an elite opponent like Terence Crawford, this unwavering determination becomes an invaluable asset. It instills in Spence the mental fortitude necessary to weather the storm and maintain focus during the most challenging moments of the fight. It allows him to keep pushing forward, even when the odds seem stacked against him.
Grab it again, son. Grab it again.
Look at the weigh-in, though.
Grab it again.
Look at the weigh-in.
We talking about now.
Look at the weigh-in,
But you talking about how big it is. It's fat.
But how look at
Grab
the
that.
How look at the weigh-in?
Yeah.
What you want to bet on that?
What you want to bet
We
on?
can bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy.
Let's bet $1 million. You getting that
Easy.
money, right?
Easy. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. What are you talking about? There we go.
In the showdown against Terence Crawford, that same will to win will be a factor that cannot be overlooked. It can propel him to dig deep within himself, tap into an extra reserve of energy, and deliver a knockout blow that secures the victory. It is this unwavering will to win that sets Spence apart and makes him a force to be reckoned with in the welterweight division. Keep in mind that Spence had been involved in a nearly fatal car accident and still came back to fight. His retina had been damaged, and he still came back to fight. In the end, boxing is a sport where mental toughness and perseverance frequently distinguish the excellent from the great. Comment down below, who do you think will win this highly anticipated matchup?